What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. So, we have a new banner coming to the game already, which is actually pretty crazy, because I feel like we literally just got our first anniversary banner, which is the Sinon and Sugu banner. But we are getting a new banner tomorrow night, pretty much 24 hours from now. And it is another, if I can press the correct buttons... well, you'll have already known by the thumbnail of the video, but we're getting a 6-month anniversary banner for a new Yuki and a new Alfheim Asuna. Which is pretty cool. We haven't gotten another Yuki since the beginning of the game. She was literally on the starting banner. It was a dark charge unit Yuki. So we are getting another Yuki that is also dark once again. This banner is going to be a big skip for me. And I'm going to talk about why in just a second, but I do want to mention, I have gone all the way up to step 4 so far. I do plan to finish off step 5 because I'm already here, but so I may as well. But I have walked away with 2 non-elemental units since I made my last video. And they are these 2 right here. I have the SAO Kirito, and I did pull the Sugu on step 4, so I was very happy about that. So my non-elemental list is actually looking pretty solid right now. So now I've got 3 summonable non-elemental units at level 100, so I'm very happy about that. So I don't feel as bad as I felt recently when it comes to my luck. But I'm still not going to go in on this banner. I think I'll save my currency to go to step 5. Because even if I get like a dupe for Sugu or, you know, something, it just feels like a waste to not do step 5 since it's a guaranteed pull. Oh, wow. I thought this started... Okay, ignore literally what... I'm sure there will be comments already. Ignore literally what I just said. It doesn't start tomorrow. This banner starts in like 9 hours. Okay. So, yeah, just ignore what I was completely saying. I just looked at the time for it. It's the 15:30. Well, let's scroll down here so I can show it right here. Where is it? Yeah, 15:30. And it goes until 6:16. So, yeah, this is today. Okay, so this is like, yeah, in like 9 hours. All right. So whenever I wake up today, I will get a video out on this where we'll break down the unit. We'll do another quick breakdown of the units, and then we will do our free pull to kind of see if we can get lucky. I really don't need dark units, because just to kind of look at it real quick, dark is the color I have the most units for. So as you can see here, dark does not currently have a free-to-play unit, so every unit you see here is summonable. So there are 7 dark units that I have here. How many are breaks? I think 1, 2, I think at least 3 or 4 of them are breaks. Yeah, I think 4 of them are. So, the Asuna being a dark unit is cool. I definitely do like that, and I like that we're getting another Alfheim Asuna, even though we have so many Asunas in the game in general. I would have preferred if it was someone else with Yuki, but because of their pairing, you know, story-wise, it makes sense for them to come together. But it's definitely nice to get another Yuki, despite her being dark once again. But they did flip-flop it, as we'll see when I break down the unit. So it is another raid-up. I've seen a lot of people say that they hope that this sticks after the anniversary, like maybe it's a raid-up from now on. I don't think that's going to be a case. I think it's just going to be... We'll have to wait to see. I don't remember when this banner started, but obviously this does not have a rate up. But I guess we'll just have to see. It would be nice if the overall rate after the anniversary is over just jumped to 4.5% for... what do you call it? For 4 stars. It would just be nice, because I feel like that would be a much better number for that. And then have your 2 times multiplier for... Oh my gosh, I can't click buttons today. Just have the 2 times multiplier for once you get past step 6, or 6 and above. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it'll generally just go back to the usual 3% after this, but we'll see. So the banner setup is the same as it's been lately. We get a free multi on the first step, and it's still... you know, 1.5 times rates, and then all the other steps are pretty much the same, where steps 2 through 4 are just regular multi, step 5 Guarantees you a 4-star, with that 4-star being a 50% chance to be one of the new units. And then step 6 and onward are 2 times rates. So it would be 6% chance for a 4-star there. The exchange setup is the same as the last banner, where the exchange points are only for this banner. So you need to be a super whale in order for these points to even matter, so it really doesn't for the most part. Alright, enough wasting time on that stuff. Let's finally go over the units themselves. So let's read what Asuna and Yuki's stuff says. So think of me, Asuna, start battle with 10% incarnate, 10% more incarnate when there's another... Okay, so this is what we've been seeing a lot of. When there's another light elemental enemy, Asuna has a debuff that can lower an enemy's physical and magical resistance. That's nice to have both, because I think... I'm trying to remember if the other debuffs were just one or the other. We'll look at Alice here in a sec, because I have that Alice that has the debuff, so we'll look at her in a second. But having both of these as a debuff is pretty nice. We'll have to see how many turns it goes for when we look at her thing right here. In a short amount of time, plus... Oh, okay. In a short amount, it's the same sentence. I thought that was a period there, but... Magic resistance in a short amount of time, plus their defense and magic defense if they are light elemental and a charge care... Wait, okay, this is a very long sentence. Asuna has a debuff skill that can lower an enemy's physical and magical resistance in a short amount of time. What does that mean? So just like one turn, maybe? The way they word these sometimes is really weird. Plus, their defense and magic defense if they are light elemental and a charge skill character that increases that amount of incarnate charge enemies debuff. Okay, we're not reading this. There's clearly some issues with how this is worded, because it's like... That's a really long sentence. You're not putting different... Okay, so let's try to figure this out again. So what they're basically saying is you lower physical and magical resistance. Okay. Plus if they're light elemental, their magic... Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I'm seeing what they're saying. So not only is it their physical and magical resistance, their defense and magic defense goes lower as well if they are light elemental. And then now they're saying, and a charge skill. Okay, so they really should have just broken that up better. It's not written here very well. Okay, so it also, Asuna has a charge skill that increases the amount of incarnate charge against enemies with debuff physical resistance or magic resistance. So basically, you want to use the debuff skill and then use the charge skill. Got it. It'll be a lot easier when we look at the skills themselves. And then her incarnate skill, Mother Rosario of Assembled Thoughts, can also deal even more damage against her enemies with debuffed physical resistance or magic resistance. So we have Mother's Rosario Asuna, so that's pretty cool there. We're not even going to reading these texts are weird. We're just going to look at the characters themselves. So they are both debuff characters, which is pretty cool. So charge attack, break attack, got it. So let's look at everything here. It's going to be much easier to read this way. Skill Connect Umbra Slash. So Asuna has a charge that is magic attack strong on all enemies, increases incarnate charge when enemies are inflicted with physical resistance or magic resistance debuff. That's pretty new. Incarnate charge 20%. Her assault skill is Recreation Darkness, magic attack extra strong on a single enemy, raises magic resistance of all allies by 10% for 2 turns. So very cool there that we get that kind of buff. And then Quick and so that was what the Quick meant. So Quick and Feebler Luminous lowers physical resistance and magic resistance for a single enemy by 10% for 1 turn. So this is clearly meant for boss stages, which will make sense because I think this is a ranking event that this is coming with. We'll look in a second. Also lowers defense and magic defense by 10% for 2 turns when the enemy is light elemental. Short wait time after use, so it's one of those quick skills, and it's clearly meant to... You can use it against anybody, but it also has that added effect that's clearly meant to be used against light units. And then we know it's Mother Rosario. Incarnate magic attack on single enemy. Lowers magic resistance by 20% for 1 turn. Deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with either of those debuffs. So, pretty cool unit. Definitely, if I got lucky and got her, she's definitely someone I wouldn't mind using. But at the same time, it's like I have so many dark units right now that I'm really not worried about, you know, going crazy for them. So if we get lucky on the free pull, I would not mind getting her. Since I don't really have too many charge dark units. I mean, I've got the original Yuki. I've got Liz. And those are like the main two because I obviously have those two at 100. So now let's look at the new Yuki together with friends Yuki. I've also seen some people think that the 2 here means something, like for their artwork, but that I think it's literally just to make them match. It doesn't really... I mean, I guess you could maybe headcanon that it's like, oh, it's the 2nd banner of the anniversary, so they're holding up a 2. But it's just artwork. There's nothing really to look into too deeply. So her break skill is a slash attack strong on single enemy, lowers magic attack by 10% for 1 turn, incarnate break 50%, okay. Vorpal Destruction, slash attack extra strong on single enemy, so she's pretty much a single target attacker, which makes sense for her character. Deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with either of those debuffs. So that's pretty cool there. So you want to work her, you can work her debuff in with her assault skill. Quick, Enfeebler, Luminous. It's pretty, so they're basically the exact same thing. But both their debuffs seem to be the exact, yeah. Quick, Enfeebler, so either one, you're pretty much just choosing whether, you know, you're having a charge skill or a break skill. So they're pretty much the same thing. Yeah. So yeah, we don't need to read that. It's the same thing. And then Mother Rosario of Inherited Thoughts. Is it the same name? Okay, and so I feel like their animations are going to be pretty similar, but just slightly different. Incarnate Slash on single enemy lowers physical resistance by 20% for 1 turn. So what? She was magic, right? Yeah, so their incarnates are just opposites. So that's pretty cool there. So yeah, and this event actually starts in the morning. That's kind of crazy. Let's see if anyone got added to the general pool. I think it capped off at Queenella last. Yep, okay. Wait, them already? Wow, I feel like they just came out. The second versions of Asuna and Sinon as their War of Underworld versions are in the general pool now, so that's pretty cool there. I think they were both light, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, were they Earth? I'm totally forgetting. Well, we're going to look here in just a second. They were Earth, definitely Earth. Because I have her right here, so... More Earth units into the general pool, which is nice. What I wanted to look at was the Alice. Let's go ahead and let's take a look. Because I wanted to see what her debuff did. Oh, no, her debuff did both. Okay. But she doesn't have the, like, double thing. Because I think what they had on their thing was that they have the added effect if it's on... So it was physical resistance and magic resistance of all enemies. But then the added thing was the defense and magic defense. Whereas this Alice only has the physical resistance and magic defense against... or magic resistance against dark enemies. So the new units, the new Yuki and Asuna are better than this Alice for sure when it comes to the effect of the debuff. But let's just quickly go over, assuming the news is in the game. I haven't actually looked for the new event. I assume there's going to be a new event. If there's not, I'll be shocked. Do we have... Oh, is this it? The Shadows of War? Yeah, this is it right here. The Shadows of War. Okay. Aw, that's cute. Wait. Is that, Tiese? I mean, I assume it is, right? Yeah, it's her. It's her as a kid. I like that. That's cute. Okay. So she's gonna be our character for, the month of June, clearly, which is pretty cool. I like the artwork for her. That's really cute. Okay. So let's just look. So there's a new 4-star. Ooh. Okay, so this is what they're doing. It's going to be the same currency all along, but you're going to be able to choose between the weapons that you get. This is a rapier. I actually may grab this. I know it's probably a crappy rapier, because, you know, the free-to-play ones, as people have said, are not that good, like if you scroll down here. I am very glad I didn't spend on Excalibur, because I really didn't need Excalibur. But I think I'll definitely grab this rapier since I am still lacking in the rapier department. So Now that we know that this is a thing, if you haven't spent your stuff on Excalibur yet, and you want a specific element or a specific weapon type, this is the time to kind of save for that. I think I'll definitely grab this. Even though it's a non-elemental rapier, just having another rapier in general to put on my characters will definitely be helpful. So, obviously, dark elemental characters are going to help for this, which I have a plethora of, so my dark elemental team is going to do just fine. You get scout tickets and all that other good stuff. Pretty much the normal stuff as usual. And then here are the bonus characters. And then it looks like we also get a this bonus necklace also will help out during this. So yeah, that's pretty much everything here. So we have a new Yuki and Asuna, as well as a free-to-play child Tiese. So I assume that she's going to be relevant to the story, possibly, but either way, I think that's really cool that we're getting a child version of her. Hopefully we get like a solo event for her, get some more backstory there. I think that'd be pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think about the new stuff coming to the game. Whenever I wake up later, I will have my video where I do my quick summon. If I do pull one of them, that'd be cool. I think of the two, I'm trying to think who I'd really want. Probably the Yuki, just for the simple fact of she'd be a lot easier to kind of use, just because I would actually have a way to give her a weapon, not a rapier unit. Yeah, and as you can see, I've only got like 100 dark crystals, so even if I did pull either of them, I wouldn't be able to limit break them right away. The only color I'd be able to fully limit break is still water, because I haven't worked on Eldry yet. I haven't really had a reason for him to be fully limit broken, so I think I'll hold on to those water crystals till I actually need them. That's gonna be it, guys. Kind of a long video here, but if you did stick through to the end, I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully you got some information that's gonna be useful for you. That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.